Hello and welcome to your class. The name of today's practice is the Magic Diamond. This is actually a place on our body that we will soon discover together, and it was introduced to me by one of my favorite movement teachers in the world, Laura Hyman. So if you haven't heard of her or checked her out, I definitely recommend checking out some of her work. A lot of what we do in here is based on some of her principles of movement. And she's a physical therapist in addition to being a yoga teacher, so that's why I'm very, very drawn to it. And I loved this idea of the magic diamond, so I wanted to introduce it to you because I think it will be very transformative in the way you use your core, and then the way you use your core determines how you use everything else. So if you're not using your core very efficiently, it's going to be hard for you to use your hips and your legs and your feet, your shoulders, your elbows, your hands and wrists. All of that stuff is impacted based on how you move your core. So let's go ahead and get started on our backs in a bridge pose. Take your time to come on down and ground your feet. Scoop your tailbone off the ground when you are ready to. A few deep breaths, nice and low in the belly. Let's take our hands and place them on the front of the pelvis. This is, generally speaking, where our magic diamond is. And with the hands on the pelvis, see that the thumbs are pointing up towards each other, that the middle fingers are pointing down towards each other, and there would be like a diamond in here. Now your magic diamond is right here in this low abdomen, pelvis area of the body. And for the most part, we want to feel this area very engaged. So start to feel your two hands draw toward each other just by slight activation of the lower belly area. And so this is getting our pelvis into a very stable position here. Maybe you even feel this on your low back, a sense of the low back broadening left and right. Let's take the hips back down to the floor, keeping the hands on the magic diamond. So now we know where it is. Come back up into bridge. Now your option is to hold here and work what we just did, or we can begin to add more complexity by lifting one knee up over the hip, and then taking that foot back down to the floor in your own time, lifting the second knee up over the hip. There's lots of wobbles here that are happening for me. So take a moment, taking that foot down, and we'll see if we can take a few more marches, left and right each side. Make sure you're making the right choices for you. You can always stay in that first variation of feeling your magic diamond in the bridge pose. Let's meet with the pelvis down on the floor. Maybe move around in the knees a little bit. A few deeper breaths. See what would happen if you took your legs in the sky. And they don't need to be straight here. See if you can get your knees more or less over your hips. Check in with your torso. Do you feel like your torso is poofing up towards the ceiling, like some of those bones are? I always feel that. So feeling like your rib cage is drawing down, the back of your head is drawing down. And without putting your hands there, find your magic diamond. And so now your legs and your leg crease is defining the bottom part of that diamond. So really feel and let the brain go there so it's mapping that area and it starts to understand where the crease is, what's part of the diamond, what's not part of the diamond. Let's interlock the hands behind the head, keep the chin tucked in, and then pull the abdomen down as you lift up off the shoulder blades. Keep the head nice and soft into the hands. Slow, deep breathing. Feel the magic diamond, feel it contract as you reach the right leg 6 or 7 inches forward. Keep your head nice and soft into your hands. Turn both of your thighs in toward each other without disturbing your low back or your diamond. And then turn the legs away from each other, rotate them open. Rotate them back to center. Pull the knees into the belly and release the head. Let these releases be super delicious. Slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. So you do intensity, but then you become calm again. Take the legs up, find the magic diamond. Come on, up off the shoulder blades. Head nice and soft into the hands. Lengthening the left leg forward, 6 or 7 inches. Feel the diamond, all right? So hold that as you rotate the legs in. Really move at the hip creases so the diamond doesn't move, but the legs do. And then roll the legs open. The more you hold that diamond in place, the more you're gonna feel it in the abs. Turn the feet forward, bring the left leg up, knees in, head release. Easy breathing. Let's try it one more time on each side. Set your legs, find your magic diamond, lift up off the shoulder blades, head soft. Option to lengthen, I think it's the right leg forward now, 6 or 7 inches. Magic diamond intact, turn the legs in. Magic diamond intact, turn the legs out. Turn the toes to face the head, legs up, knees in, relax. We can do it, it's our last time. Take the legs up, lift up off the shoulders, head soft into the hands. Left leg long, feel the magic diamond, turn the toes in, and then roll them open. And bringing the toes facing up, left leg up, draw the knees into the belly. Take your time to come on up to a seat. Thanks, Ollie, for doing class with us. So do your best to follow along. You can also go rogue at any time. Ollie oftentimes does a variation that is just feeling, yeah, whatever you want, like more appropriate to him. And so you have 2 great visuals up here. I'll be speaking through my own experience, and you do whatever feels good. Let's go into dolphin. Take your elbows down, your hands are wider clasped. And in your own time, lift up off the knees. Easy breathing here, and get a sense for your magic diamond. It's tipped upside down, right? And so your legs are not part of it, but the whole part of your lowest part of the abdomen is. And try to be nice and calm here. Now, keeping that magic diamond intact, we're going to move from the hip crease to walk the feet back and shift the shoulders forward. So we're in a forearm plank. Not too long here, but give yourself a chance to feel it out. One at a time. Bend the knees and bring them down underneath the pelvis. Come on up to the hands. From the hands position, you can roll over just a little bit. And then setting ourselves forward, shoulders over the wrists. Keep the shoulders over the wrists. Feel the magic diamond here. I'm just going to keep saying that, so hopefully you're getting a better sense of that every time I say it. Step the right foot back into plank. Step the left foot back into plank. So really keep the shoulders where they are. Take the right knee underneath the hip and the left knee underneath the hip. Step the right leg back. Step the left leg back. Bring the right knee underneath and the left knee. Right foot back, left foot back. Right knee down, left knee down. One more time, right foot back, left foot back. This time both knees tap down together. Feel the magic diamond. However you can, organize yourself to come down to the belly. When you come down here, release the hands to stack, drop your forehead, roll around in your pelvis a little bit. A lot of times here, the top of your diamond will be pushing into the floor. The top of it is like up where your belly button is. And the bottom of it at the base of your pelvis is kind of lifting up. So reverse that. Bottom of the diamond down, top of the diamond pulling into the back. And breathe. Slide the hands on back and keep the diamond where it is, but lift both feet and knees up off the ground for a little bit of a locust pose. And breathe in here as you lengthen from foot to skull. Let's slide the hands underneath the elbows, take the legs down, but they're still strong. Ground the bottom of your diamond into the floor, the top of your diamond lifting into the back, and now roll your shoulders up towards the sky. So your chest is nice and open. Back of the neck super duper long. And so this is opening up the back body, getting the core nice and integrated. Press through the hands, push on up to the knees, feel the diamond pull up. And we're gonna walk the knees back underneath for table. Set your hands, and then we'll step the left foot back and step the right foot back. Step the left knee down and the right knee down. We're gonna do this 3 more times. Each time, watching the diamond with our mind's eye and trying to hold it nice and secure as the legs move. After this last one, tuck the toes under. Can you sit back on the heels? See how that is, and maybe roll out through the wrists a little bit. Some slow, deep breaths. And in your own time, let's come on up to the top of the mat. Take a moment to find your stance with your feet down, nice and grounded. In your own time, reach out and up to the sky. As you exhale, the magic diamond moves in one piece, hinging forward over the legs. Bend into the knees, lots of space in your diamond, so your diamond doesn't get crunched up here. And then hold that space strong as you step the left foot back, knee comes down to the floor, and then we come on up to low lunge. Take the hands, one on the front of your magic diamond, one on the back. Start to make some sense of it here. Sometimes the legs are set unevenly. I notice like literally 100% of the time for me. So, expect to not arrive in your yoga pose in perfection. And just trying to make some sense of it. Take the hands down, and then we're gonna lift the back knee and turn open to the left as we side lunge into the left leg. Bend into the left knee, sit the hips back, and feel what your magic diamond is doing here when the legs are stretched wide. You can move around, you can be still here, whatever you think is best to start exploring some space for your legs and your hips and your low back. Let's turn over the front leg again. Take the left knee down to the ground and then step the right foot back. As the right foot goes back here, we're gonna step it back like it's going to plank. And now squeeze the tissue right at your butt as you lift the right foot off the ground. So we're trying to keep the magic diamond intact here where it's not tipping. So we have the top of the diamond and the bottom of the diamond level in space. And now holding that, maintaining that, we're gonna pulse that right foot for about 10 or 15 seconds. And just using the muscles on the right butt and the right hamstring to make the movement happen. Let's step the right foot back. Let's step the left foot back. So now we're in plank. We're gonna hold here for just a moment, feel the pose, and then tap both knees down. So you feel your arms, you feel your whole body, and pay special attention to that magic diamond. It's cinching together and holding nice and strong as you bend the elbows and lower all the way down. Once you come on down here, release the hands back. We're gonna come back to that locust pose. So lift the feet and the knees up off the ground any amount. Keep the bottom of your magic diamond pressing into the floor, the top of it lifting into the back. That's gonna make the back nice and full. Keep the sense of that as now you take the elbows down under the shoulders. You're gonna peel the front body up, including the magic diamond, tuck the toes, lift the knees for forearm plank. And feel everything here. Take the knees down. Release the pelvis, the tops of the feet, and the chest. Feel the magic diamond, the bottom of it pressing down, the top of it lifting as you lift your legs. Lift up into locust. One more time, release the legs, elbows down underneath the shoulders. Peel up off the ground, tuck the toes, forearm plank. Knees tap down to the ground, release. Coming down, release the hands back. One more time, feet up, arms up. Take a moment to find that magic diamond. Elbows down, here we go, peeling up. Last time, forearm plank. You can do it, it's okay. And then keep your magic diamond where it is as you bring one knee down and then the other. Coming up to the hands. Here we go, my friends. It's our very first downward facing dog. Lift off the knees, shift up and back, feel the pose. Move around here in any way that's gonna feel good to you. Let's come forward to the top of the mat. You can step, you can take this time to play around with some hops. Feel your magic diamond the whole time. This time you're gonna scoop the tail. So you're pressing the bottom of your diamond forward towards your toes and then curl all the way on up. Ground the tailbone, reach the arms up to the sky. Soften the hands down. One more time, reaching the arms without tipping the diamond. And the diamond moves in one piece. It stays long as you tip over the legs. Bend the knees here so the diamond's long. It's not crunched in on itself. When the diamond's long, but your front ribs are tucked up into your back, so you're not letting the belly spill forward. It's a hard distinction to make. Step the right foot back and tap the knee down. As you feel ready, come up to low lunge, so your hands supporting the magic diamond, helping you make some sense of it. A few breaths here. Let's take the hands down, turn open to the right, side lunge into the right leg. Make some sense of that diamond here. So really, you're making a distinction between your legs and your pelvis and that 360-degree circumference that is your hip joint. We'll turn back over the front leg, and then we'll come back to tabletop position with the knees down. Remember, you can always take padding under your knees if they feel a little bit tender. We're gonna feel the magic diamond in position and stretch the left leg back. Squeeze the tissue around the left buttocks to lift the foot up off the ground, but you're not tipping in the pelvis, so the magic diamond is unfazed. Here, pulsing a little bit in the leg, using the muscles on the back of the left leg to do so. Keeping that diamond intact as best you can. We're just trying her all out. Let's step the left foot back, keep the shoulders over the wrist, step the right foot back, plank, feel the diamond. Keep the diamond intact as you tap the knees down. Try to make some sense of it. Try to move it in one piece at the same rate as the rest of the spine as you bend the elbows, keep the shoulder blades together and come down. Release through the tops of the feet here. Maybe a moment to rest. Roll out through your pelvis a little bit. Really getting good about our magic diamond. I hope you start to feel that the low back feels like it gets a lot more space. Come back into locust pose. Ground the bottom of your magic diamond down, lift the top of it up, and then lift one foot and knee at a time. Locust pose. Fly the arms back, or just have the arms wherever's comfortable for you, really. And now, change it up. Let the legs go, take the elbows down, peel up off the ground, forearm plank. Just make some sense of it. Take the knees down, release the pelvis, come back, locust pose. Lift the feet, Lift the knees, use the tissue around the butt, around the hamstrings. You can reach back there if you don't trust that it's on. Wow, mine was not really that on. Take the elbows down, here we go. Forearm plank. Knees down, come on down. It's okay, this is challenging. Just try to do it in a way where you don't feel like you have to grunt. So if you have to go a little bit slower and go in a little bit more steps to get from point A to point B, you do that. Elbows down, peel up off the ground. Last time, we're good. We can do it. Okay, hold on to the magic diamond as you bend one knee, take it down to the floor, bend the other knee, take it down to the floor. I'm like bringing it in as if I'm coming up to table. Hands down and downward facing dog. When you go up to downward facing dog, try to keep weight in your fingers so that it doesn't all go back into your wrists. Couple of slow, deep breaths. So feel the magic diamond, feel where it is. We want to keep some length. So the way you get length is use your legs to pull the bottom of the diamond up towards the sky. Now keep the space. So the top of the diamond and the bottom of the diamond are pulling away from each other as you push off the hands one at a time to walk all the way back to the feet. Okay, so bend your knees, but keep the diamond really spacious on the front. And then scoop the tail, roll yourself all the way up. Reach the arms up to the sky and slide the hands. How are we doing? Good? Cool. Okay, we are gonna do some marching here. Take your hands onto the diamond. I like to kind of karate chop the bottom of my diamond here to really make the distinction between core on the torso side versus leg. So, moving just from the leg, lift one knee up and then down, the other knee up and then down. So you're marching in place. Keep your attention and your effort in that bottom leg as well. So the bottom leg works to support the diamond from the floor up. What else is supposed to support that diamond if not that bottom leg? And I feel like so much of us with balance, we only think about the leg that's doing the fancy stuff. So hold with the right leg up. And here we're going to lift it up and then take it down a little bit and out and down and forward. So it's not a huge movement. You actually decide how much range. Going down just helps it move from the neutral plane to the external plane. And use your hands wherever they're helpful. I find them very, very helpful on the diamond itself, so I can see and explore like how much movement is actually happening here that I could potentially work out with my practice. Take that right foot down. You can start to walk forward now. Feel that leg. Wow, it's juiced up. Take the left leg up so you're moving from the hip. Not that magic diamond is still intact. And here we go. Forward and out. And don't feel like you have to fatigue yourself all the way. You know, if you have issues with balance, go stand next to something that you could hold on to. Really customize this for yourself. It's you, it's your life. We want this life to be super good for you. Take that left foot down. Stand onto it. Feel how she's doing. The right leg now goes up. And now we're going to take it actually to hover right by the left foot without sort of toppling over. And we're going to abduct. So we're going to lift it out to the side and back in. A few times here. Feel your magic diamond in this position as well. So it's not getting, your magic diamond is not getting yanked out to the right as the right leg travels to the side. Your magic diamond, actually the right crease of your magic diamond is knitting in to the left side of it as the right leg goes out. Because the right leg's trying to disturb it and it's like, no, I'm not part of the leg, I'm part of the magic diamond. So take the right foot down, we got the left side to do. And so hover, we'll start up here. Start by lifting, flexing the left hip up in front, And then hover the foot off the ground. Find that you're not toppling over. And out and in. Be open to doing less, like you are here to experiment and to explore. And every repetition, you're learning something new. That means that the next moment you repeat it, you might choose to repeat it differently. You might say, wow, let me try to do less of this so I can feel it more specifically. It's so satisfying. Okay, last thing to do here, feeling pretty good. We're gonna take the right knee back up in front using the magic diamond, and this time, similar to the first one where it was just sort of a fluid movement, it's up and it's swinging back, and up and back, and you're squeezing this butt and the top of the hamstring to bring that foot back so that you're not moving your magic diamond with it. If you can figure out how to get your magic diamond to be a magic diamond and not a leg, you are gonna have tremendous hip strength and mobility and stability. Take that down. Last time. It's our left side. We can do it here. So instead of using momentum, really think about different muscle groups really kind of contracting deeply in a moment to make a movement happen. So as your leg moves back, it's your hamstring and your butt. And as your leg draws up, it really should be this hip flexor deep in the hip crease. Your hip flexor travels over the magic diamond. Maybe that's why we're so confused, because it starts at your leg and it travels over and through the magic diamond. So take the left foot down. See how you feel. Okay. Now I think we're ready for it. We're gonna step wide. When you step wide, please make sure that the inner lining of your legs is not droopy and saggy like a wilted flower. Please don't do this. It won't be happy. So you wanna get it starting at the feet, and this may mean that you go less. We're gonna go heels in, toes out, coming down into horse, where again, we wanna experiment, like explore, where is this magic diamond? Get it to knit in. You can even think about that like your hands on front of the diamond, hands knitting together. And this is what we want to have happen as the legs move away from each other. So we're gonna work with the shoulders now. Can we do it? Take the arms into wide arms, but plug them in. So it's not that. Plug in. Now feel, go brain, magic diamond. Maintain brain, magic diamond connection. And then we're gonna take the arms down, but not change the magic diamond. We're gonna turn the hands to face behind us. We wanna feel a sense of the chest open, and you decide if you can lift your hands up a little bit to like an imaginary resistance, but don't let it change the diamond. Take the hands back down, turn them open, and then reach them all the way out to the side. Keep your ribs down so your ribs aren't going with you. Bend the elbows, see if you can take them behind your head. Use them to pull your head up and back, your chin in, so that the back of your neck is nice and long. We're gonna do this one more time, okay? It's okay. Take the arms out, feel the magic diamond. Take the palms face back, take the hands down. If you can, fly the hands up and back into imaginary resistance. Take the hands down by the side. Turn the palms open, reach the arms all the way out and up and behind the head. Press down through the feet. Keep the knees tracking over the toes as you straighten the legs. Keep the magic diamond intact. So when I say that, I mean the bottom of your diamond presses forward, the top of your diamond pulls in. Turn the toes to face forward. Take the hands down to the pelvis. Bend the knees, and the magic diamond travels in one piece over the legs as we forward fold. We're trying to get as much space for that diamond as we need, and so you use your legs for leverage if you need to do that. And walking the hands so that they're underneath the chest. If the floor is far away, come up onto something else. We're gonna leave the left hand here, zip the legs up into the hips. You're not moving the hips as you open the chest to the right. Relax and let go through the head. Really let the head dangle. You can roll it out a little bit. Take the right hand down to the floor. Same thing other side. Use your legs to hold the hips still because they're going to want to go with the chest. They want to twist. They want fun times, right? But we want fun times right now for the torso. So we got to give her some independence. Take the left hand down. Bend the knees, get space for the diamond, right? Space in the diamond. And then curl the tailbone down, come all the way back up. Heels in, toes out. The diamond comes back together. We're in horse pose once again. We're gonna keep the hands on the pelvis just to feel it out. And then we're gonna turn to face the front in a high lunge. Take just a moment here to really feel yourself centered between your legs because we're gonna come back. So we want to come back to a place that we've sort of mapped already. Turn open to the side, horse. Same thing, but we're going to turn to the back. So you're pivoting on your feet. You're trying to keep that magic diamond intact and hold. And feel and just get yourself organized. Turn open to the side, horse. We're going to do this 2 more times. Turn to the front, coming into your lunge. Coming back to horse. And you get a little hold in between, come to the back. Let's come back to horse. Turn to the front, we're in high lunge. Hold and pause here. Option, keeping that magic diamond intact, hinge forward over that left leg any amount. And then from here, lift up onto that left leg, start to lift the right leg up. Maybe take the hands down to that left thigh. So don't go so far up that the pelvis feels out of whack. You want the pelvis evenly set between the legs and get the brain into the magic diamond. Even if it feels blurry or like a blind spot, like what? I can't feel there. Get your brain introduced to the idea that you can. Lightly land, come back to horse. We're almost to the finish line. You're doing great. Turn to the back. Feel the position here. When we hinge, we try to go at the same rate, like every bone. And now you get into that right foot. You maybe don't lift so high at first so you can stay organized and feel yourself in the magic diamond, in the pelvis. Lightly land that left foot back. Turn open to horse. See how you're feeling here. Ooh la la. Feel that magic diamond. Once again, turn the toes forward. Make sure that the feet, ankles, knees, they all feel good here as you keep space in your diamond and you fold. In the fold, we're going to track left and right again. Side lunging. Getting a little bit more space now that we're a little bit more warm through these lines. Now we've done it, my friends. Go ahead and support yourself as you come around to a seat. We will come down to the back, but first we want to find the magic diamond really long here, top to bottom. Sometimes what happens here is you feel like you're all scrunched in down here. So use your floor and your legs, because you know your legs are levers of your pelvis, to get space in the magic diamond. Hold that space and see if you can take away the support of your hands. So already when you do that, your legs and your hips are working more. And hopefully you feel your hip flexors, right? And the hip flexors are contracting, but they run over and through the magic diamond. So the magic diamond lengthening is sort of like this weird concept because the hip flexors want to squeeze it in. Okay, so keep that space, but rock back onto the sitting bones, and not the tailbone, the sitting bones. See if you can get yourself nice and lifted. Woo! When you get this in the hip flexors, it's crazy. Okay, so take the legs down. Slowly come all the way down onto your back. Let's keep the hips moving a little bit. So as you draw the knees in, circle them around. If you're already ready for Shavasana, you can go right there. You might like another stretch or two, so you can do that as well. You can either go on your own, or I might suggest a twist. If you'd like to twist with me, draw your knees in. This time, legitimately scrunch your magic diamond, like roll the tailbone up off the ground so the magic diamond gets small here. And that's gonna kind of lock in the low back. It's gonna make it so that the low back isn't what moves here. So as you stretch the arms open, keep the magic diamond really scrunched up as you take the legs over to one side. And keep the knees pulling into the armpit. That'll help you scrunch the magic diamond like a sponge. And then you want to feel like you're breathing into your whole back line. And that lifted shoulder, you decide what is good for it. You can lengthen it long by the ear or out to the side, whatever feels good. If you're twisting and you're ready for side 2, come on back to center. And then gently in your own time, scrunch your magic diamond. Keep the knees tucked in towards the armpit as you roll, 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 roll. Alrighty, it's Shavasana time, my friend. So find a comfortable position to lay out. Any position will do. And enjoy a few moments of rest. If you'd like, I offer us a few moments of silent sitting. If you'd like to partake, you can start to gently move your body now. And if you're comfortable where you are, feel free to stay here for as long as you'd like. If you are partaking in silent sitting, find a comfortable position to sit and close your eyes. Let's seal off our practice by remembering what it is that we are here to do. We are here to alleviate our aches and pains. This is, of course, in our physical bodies, but it's also psychologically as well. And the only way that we can positively impact our aches and pains consistently in a way where we get productive, useful results is we have to understand our instruments and what our instruments need and require of us on a daily basis. In other words, we need to learn how to become good managers of our bodies. And that's what we're here doing today. So as you move forward into your day, keep this in your mind, this idea that every moment there's a possibility to optimize how we are managing the instruments of our mind and body so that we're more effective in our behavior and our actions, we're more peaceful in our thoughts and our feelings, and we feel better and more energized so that we can go out and contribute that to the world. I thank you for joining me today. Fabulous job. And please do make sure that you are connected like this with us literally everywhere. We want you in our crew. We're building a really cool crew. You definitely want to be part of it. So the best way, do our classes every single day in our online library. If you're not doing this class there, go there now. It's yogainyourlivingroom.com. It's a much better environment to take class in than on YouTube, for example. So go there and make sure you're signed up for our free weekly letter. It's an e-newsletter I send out every Sunday. I love writing. I write you a story. I relate that story into something that is productive and useful to you that you can use during the week. And guess what? I send you a new link to a brand new class. So it's a list you definitely want to be on. That's it for me today. We're also donation-based. Somehow I always forget to say this, but we are donation-based. We do like money, but we also don't think that you should have to pay thousands of dollars to feel better in your body. And I know that I felt the pain of that at various times in the past, and different family members and friends of mine have felt that in the past of being boxed out of resources that could greatly benefit your life. And I do not want that to be a barrier to entry for anyone. Donation-based. If you can donate, please do. Please do. That's how the model works. So you can donate on our website, and we love you, and we love you if you don't donate. But if you do, thank you, and it's very helpful. So have a wonderful day.